Roach didn't back down.
At all. And did you see the size difference in the ring? Obviously, Roach being the bigger man, but
Roach came up. Roach normally fights at 130. He came up to 135.
Hopefully, after I win, I can defend both. I want to unify, or, if we do a rematch, then we could do that.
Everybody's trying to protect that oath. Ain't nobody want to take no chances. Because they feel now if I take a chance, I lose. Ocho, my career. Bro, stop it.
ESPN Analysts slammed Gervonta Tank Davis for refusing a rematch with Lamont Roach, and the reaction hasn't been favorable. Fans were eager to see Davis back in the ring to show his skills, but now doubts are rising about whether he's steering clear of a serious challenge. Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp didn't hold back, essentially questioning if he's behaving like a real champion. With the boxing world talking and fans demanding an explanation, Davis is under intense scrutiny. Has he really avoided a fight that might have cemented his legacy?
I just so happen to be a boxing fan that the fact that I do watch him fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really like boxing.
Are you open to immediate rematch?
In my contract, immediate rematch was signed. I signed for the immediate rematch when I signed for the first fight.
Right.
Just in case he lost or just in case it was a draw.
So when you got a rematch clause, how long we taking?
It's up to the A side and when they want to fight. So I'm thinking it's going to be soon. I'm hoping it's going to be soon. Let's say that.
What is soon to you? When you say soon to me, I'm thinking a month.
I'm thinking July.
I'm thinking July for sure.
The fight between Davis and Roach generated huge excitement, with fans expecting Davis to clearly assert his dominance. Yet, the match unfolded in an unexpected way, as Roach delivered a strong performance that kept Davis challenged throughout. The defining moment came in the 9th round when Davis suddenly went down on one knee, later explaining that hair grease had gotten into his eyes and blurred his vision, a claim that stirred controversy and doubt. The referee ruled it wasn't a knockdown, a decision that has sparked widespread debate. ESPN Analysts didn't hold back in criticizing both Davis's performance and the unusual 9th round situation, questioning the credibility of his explanation and raising concerns about his focus and preparation. Stephen A. Smith pointed out that distractions can be costly in boxing and that champions need to be fully ready mentally and physically, while Max Kellerman noted that the incident cast doubt on Davis's training routine and attention to detail.
I gotta stand down and give mad respect to Lamont Roach. Brother fought one hell of a fight. This was a damn close fight. Gervonta taking a knee should have been a knockdown. Either way, Roach has skills, fought his ass off, deserves nothing but respect. He earned the boxing world's attention tonight. He has mine. Thought he'd be too small. I was wrong.
Sports analyst Stephen A. Smith raised concerns over Roach's size compared to Davis, saying he felt Roach was too small, not questioning his talent, but pointing out the physical disadvantage. This view was echoed by other boxing experts, including former interim WBC lightweight champion Ryan Garcia, who added that while Roach has strong skills, he likely doesn't have the power needed to compete with Tank effectively.
Give you my picks on 3 fights taking place Saturday night at the Barclays Center in New York City between Gervonta Tank Davis and Lamont Roach, Gary Russell versus Jose Valenzuela, and Sandor Martin versus Alberto Puello. Gervonta Davis uses knocks somebody out inside of 85 punches because he's clearly capable of that. But I just see this as being a kind of fight where he's going to have to run him down. He's going to have to walk him down, rather, and he's going to have to throw some punches before he ultimately catches him. And that's how I view it. So I'm going to go with more on this particular one. Next up,
Lamont Roach Jr. has made it clear he wants a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis after their controversial majority draw on March 1st at Brooklyn's Barclays Center. The fight ended with one judge scoring 115 to 113 for Davis, while the other 2 judges had it even at 114 to 114. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis went down on one knee, citing irritation in his eye, but referee Steve Willis did not count it as a knockdown. Roach believes this moment affected the final result and expressed his frustration, saying he felt he had won, but is open to a rematch. Davis has also indicated interest in facing Roach again, aiming to make it happen by the end of May. Both fighters appear motivated to settle their rivalry with a clear outcome.
From a division lower moves up and gives Tank Davis his toughest fight. I thought beating him on the inside, making him miss, putting offense behind defense after making him miss, being more active. Obviously, Tank's going to have the edge in power. Tank is going to have the edge in power strikes. I think ultimately the stats spoke to that. I don't think that this was a disaster. I think it'd be strong to call it a disaster. The fight was not great up front. The fight was not great in the middle, but it was very good. No, not amazing, but definitely very good down the stretch. I think we can all agree with that.
Despite Lamont Roach Jr.'s repeated calls for a rematch after their disputed majority draw on March 1st, Davis has made it clear that an immediate rematch isn't part of his plans. The fight ended with one judge scoring 115 to 113 for Davis, while the other two scored it even at 114 to 114. A key moment came in the 9th round when Davis went down on one knee after a jab from Roach, sparking debate over whether it should have been counted as a knockdown. Referee Steve Willis ruled it wasn't, a decision that generated widespread discussion. Roach's team appealed, requesting a review of the 9th round incident, but the New York State Athletic Commission upheld the original ruling, noting that both fighters had followed the referee's calls during the match. Davis acknowledged Roach's strong performance, but emphasized that a rematch isn't his immediate focus, hinting at other plans for his next fight and teasing fans about his upcoming opponent. Speculation about potential matchups continues, but nothing official has been announced. Roach, frustrated by the commission's decision, remains determined to secure another fight to settle the controversy. As both fighters plan their next moves, the boxing world is watching closely to see if a rematch will happen or if Davis will take on a different challenge.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute.
The controversy over the Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach fight intensified as the New York State Athletic Commission, NYSAC, officially announced a review of the bout's result. Reports from Boxing Kingdom noted that technical issues initially delayed a prompt evaluation of the crucial 9th round moment when Davis went down on one knee. Many believe this moment could have been ruled a knockdown for Roach, which might have changed the final outcome.
Even without the knee, that should have been a knockdown. I thought I should have won a competitive fight. I think I did what I needed to do necessary to bank the rounds. I'm just a little frustrated with the scorecards. I thought I should have won.
The boxing world and fans reacted strongly to the fight's result, with many feeling that Roach deserved the win and that the 9th round non-call significantly impacted the final outcome. Social media erupted with debates, with hashtags like RoachRob trending and several prominent boxing figures weighed in. Floyd Mayweather said Tank still has it, but the 9th round was chaotic and Roach gave him a real challenge, making a rematch logical. Shakur Stevenson added that Roach clearly outworked Davis and suggested the draw appeared biased. In response to the controversy, calls for a rematch have grown louder. Roach voiced his determination, saying he felt he had won, proved he belongs at 135, and isn't satisfied with a draw. Davis, recognizing the fight's disputed nature, expressed willingness to face Roach again, admitting the eye grease affected him, but promising to return stronger and settle the score.
I mean, he didn't fall down on himself. The wind didn't push him and made him fall on his knees. I had to boom, hit him with that right hook, hit him with that left hook, and made him fall, hit him with that body shot, pow. I don't know, but that wasn't an official knockdown. Me, I feel like that should have been an official knockdown, but hey, I'm not a professional ref. I don't even know the rules for real. I just know, boom, don't hit nobody in the back of the head. Don't hit nobody to keep your hands up at all times. And no low blow shots. That's all I know. But y'all, if y'all going to anticipate, they need to have a rematch. Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Y'all let me know. Should they have a rematch, yes or no? Do y'all actually even want to see the rematch, yes or no? Because me, I want to see the rematch. I need to see a rematch because, bro, this was too good of a fight for you to be a draw. Like, they should have, that same night, all right, it's a draw. We're going for 3 more rounds. 3 rounds, 1 minute rounds. Boom, we got to settle this. And whoever wins, that's win.
Davis has announced plans to take a break from boxing to focus on his mental health and personal growth. The undefeated WBA lightweight champion explained that the sport has fostered an aggressive mindset that he now wants to manage, especially for the sake of his 2 daughters. While boxing has shaped who he is, Davis admits it has also stirred emotions he no longer wants to carry. In a candid statement, he said he wants to pursue therapy and work through everything inside him, suggesting he may never think about fighting again. His words reveal a strong desire for change, moving away from the warrior mentality that has defined his career. Instead of chasing titles, Davis is prioritizing self-improvement and inner peace through therapy. This decision marks a major turning point for the 29-year-old, known as one of boxing's most dominant and explosive athletes. By stepping back, he aims to redefine himself beyond the ring, set a positive example for his children, and show that real strength comes from personal growth and emotional well-being.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean, be more humble and things like that.
The majority draw between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. has stirred considerable controversy, largely because of a key moment in the 9th round. During that round, Davis went down on one knee, citing irritation in his eye from hair grease, but referee Steve Willis did not rule it a knockdown. Many have challenged this decision, noting that counting it as a knockdown would have given Roach a 10-8 round, potentially changing the fight's final result. The New York State Athletic Commission is reviewing the situation, acknowledging that technical difficulties had delayed an immediate assessment during the match. This review has intensified the ongoing debate over the WBA's handling of the disputed outcome.
But I must say, do it enough.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can like get disqualified for all that. Or like when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
Mike Tyson has praised Gervonta Davis, saying that with focus and smart decisions, Davis could reach legendary status. While acknowledging his talent, Tyson also stresses the need for careful choices both in the ring and in life. His guidance highlights not only Davis's potential, but also the challenges that could slow his rise.
I don't really be trying. I like to hit the face.
What was Mike Tyson?
He was a brawler.
Brawl means more than one person. So he knocked people out real quick. You knock people out real quick.
Yeah, but I can knock you out like...
So you saying that you can knock him out faster than Mike Tyson, probably, if it was a challenge?
Mike Tyson got power and skills. I feel as though like I have like the whole package.
George Kambosos Jr. was outspoken in his criticism of Gervonta Davis following the controversial draw, with Lamont Roach Jr. Kambosos praised Roach's performance, highlighting his skill and resilience, and noted how he challenged Davis in ways few fighters have. Reflecting on the fight, Kambosos questioned Davis's ability to compete with elite opponents. The bout was clouded by controversy, particularly in the 9th round when Davis went down on one knee without it being ruled knockdown, sparking widespread debate and leaving many in the boxing community convinced that Roach deserved the victory.
What did you make of that fight on the weekend? What did you make of the controversy in that one?
Look, I had just finished my recovery session, so I was pretty docile and relaxed, and then the fight, especially at the start of it, wasn't too thrilling and too action-packed, so I was starting to doze off a little bit, but I woke up a little bit more when obviously Lamont started giving him some work, and he looked good, man. I got to give respect to Lamont Roach. He proved a lot of guys wrong. I think he shocked Tank a lot with what he was able to bring, and again we saw the controversy with the knee. To me, that's a knockdown. You can't just take a knee and decide to, go to your corner and get your face wiped. So, if that's a 10-8 round, Lamont wins the fight. So it's unfortunate, but that's the fight game. Hopefully they'll do it again and he gets paid. What he's worth.
Have you ever seen anything like that in boxing before? A guy sort of just voluntarily.
We've seen Floyd take a knee and be put on the count. We've seen Miguel Cotto, take a knee, obviously into his corner, be put on the count.
Despite the surrounding controversy, Tank Davis seems sharper and more determined than ever. Reports indicate he has reconsidered retiring and is now fully focused on arranging a rematch with Roach. Fans and analysts have observed a shift in his mindset as he appears more eager to return to the ring and prove himself. This move marks a major change in his career direction, showing that Davis is ready to shut down critics and reestablish his dominance.
It looks like Tank was not playing about this rematch, man. He's looking to probably get back in the ring with Roach by the end of May. And as far as that retirement stuff, it looks like that's out the window as well.
Course of your plans for your future?
Yeah, it definitely changed my plans. It definitely changed my plans. I probably got like 4 more fights now. For sure.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. As much as, we hate the fact that he had a draw, I think this was the best thing for Tank. You could just kind of see, even in the press conferences and everything like that, he was kind of forcing himself to be interested. And I only know one person that can bring his interest back. Calvin is the key, man. Calvin has known Tank since he was a child. Nobody knows Tank more than Cal, man. He's the only person that I believe that can bring the best out of Tank. But what do y'all think, man? What do you think Tank needs to do differently in his next fight so he can get back to doing stuff like this, man, at the end of his fights? Comment down below.